does. we can always take this bit slower because we have a breath there.
Can we do some creative editing if stuff starts going horribly wrong? We are so coordinated. I'm loving
yeah,
this.
we're feeling the fall
Also,
vibes.
our feet are not in this, right? I'm not gonna end up on a foot website. Okay. Hi, I'm Helen. I'm currently a third-year undergrad in flute performance.
I'm Honor. I'm a first-year master's student at Eastman. Flute performance. I feel like I missed something.
Oh, it was just like, do you guys play any other instruments?
Oh, I mean, I play piccolo, alto flute.
Oh, yes.
And so do you. I also used to play a lot of saxophone and clarinet in high school.
Yay! I played one of those in the completely wrong octave, but we're gonna ignore it.
Hello, my name is Marcus, and I am a doctoral of musical arts candidate over at the Eastman School of Music. I'm also a local teacher around this area. I teach the guitar, obviously, and I teach the drums as well.
Hi, my name is Django. I'm an Eastman grad. I got my master's in performance and literature, now adjunct professor of guitar at Nazareth University. I play and teach the guitar to all ages, levels, and styles, and yeah.
I missed one note, but that's fine.
It's good.
Est-ce que tu... Me first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My name is Claire. I am a violin performance student at Eastman, and I am a sophomore in second year.
Hi, my name is Aryan NRL. I can go by NRL. And I major in cello performance at the Eastman School of Music, and I'm also second year as well.
Nice! Okay, that's good. What genres of music do you guys listen to?
Well, K-pop.
You go first.
What a question.
It's like a wild mix.
have a lot, yeah.
I listen to a lot of different stuff.
I'm sure I don't want to be like one of those I listen to everything people, but if you throw a genre at me, I could probably tell you maybe one or two artists from that genre I really enjoy. But if I had to choose a couple, I'm probably most privy to the likes of progressive metal, progressive rock.
On the whole, the music that I listen to the most is 80s thrash metal and early 2000s metalcore, with a little bit of R&B and hip hop as well.
And
Indie pop, indie rock.
music.
Anything 90s to 2000s is also up my alley as well.
And mandopop, and of
And
course
classical music as well. I like to listen to a lot of bluegrass music.
I feel like I'm a pop girly through and through, and I don't know, I'm always like confounded with the genre thing, because I'll kind of just listen to anything that I think is good. Like, send me anything, and if I have one,
If it scratches the itch.
then we're good to go. Any genre. I have one singular very big playlist, so I don't give me anything and I'll try it out.
So before joining or learning about this YouTube channel, had you heard of K-pop?
Yes.
Yes.
Just a bit, just a tad bit.
Yeah, I had heard of K-pop before. It's hard to avoid nowadays, actually.
Is Psy K-pop? So I'm just asking because that is technically my introduction.
Gangnam Style?
Yeah, back in high school when that Gangnam Style first came out, that's how I first learned that K-pop was a thing. When I got to my undergrad, I became friends with a lot of international students who just through hanging out with them would show me various groups and artists that I would really be keen on, and actually a lot of the jazz students there would introduce me to a lot of like Korean R&B music that they really liked.
I guess my introduction to K-pop isn't like super random because I guess also being like a huge anime fan in like middle school and high school, you know, encounter a lot of obviously J-pop and J-rock. And then like there's some crossover there. People will be like, oh, you like this J-pop, J-rock band, you might like this K-pop or K-rock band. And so there's kind of that crossing over as well.
I got into K-pop a little bit later. It was pretty early pandemic times, I think like 2020-ish. It was kind of in the whole like, well, what else do I do at this point? I might as well do this. So I had the whole, of course, like with BTS in particular, I was like, well, I just want to know their names. And then, one thing led to another. But then ever since then, I hang out mostly in girl group land.
What are your top 3 K-pop artists or artists of any genre?
Ooh, like objectively or like what?
Or just based on what you feel in your heart. Listen to your heart. Beat
My
dance
heart.
for
My
you.
heart. Oops, sorry, microphone.
That's hard.
Okay. Well, for me, number 1. Oof, isn't that?
I'm having a lot of troubles right now. Okay. Okay. Number 1, I like IU a lot. I'm a fan of TXT as well. And Agnew too.
Some of my favorite artists are Metallica, the Beatles. I'm a big fan of August Burns Red.
Dream Theater, Steven Wilson, his works are great. Toby Driver, some of my favorites as well. I'm also a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, and I love Bjork and Kate Bush.
Can I do another artist shout out?
Yes.
I'd also like to shout out Between the Buried and Me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course.
We both we both really dig that stuff.
One more Opeth for me.
One more.
Yeah.
We could do this all day.
We could go all day, yeah.
17 right here. Sorry. Number 2. Who do I have in my playlist? Dean. The Seraphim. Oh, but is that my top 3?
I'm a big fan of Dean. I don't know if this will be like in any order, but I love all of Dean's music. EXO. I think the other album I listened to a lot was like Zico's Nocturnal Animals album, which I thought was really good. That was a good EP.
It's gonna be hard. I also don't think I have a particular order. I think BTS always falls very high, and then also I have been super into IVE in the past couple years. Beyond that, it's really a mix of what I listen to. What would be my third? I don't know. I feel like I went through different phases where I would have different. There was definitely a period of time where Twice was that group because they also slay.
Like Red Velvet would be in like a list.
Yeah.
I still
Up
catch
there
up with them,
somewhere.
but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Red Velvet stuff.
Yeah.
What is your favorite musical term? Oh.
I'm gonna need to think about that one.
I wish I had gotten these questions in advance. I would have loved to think about.
No, we like to watch you squirm.
Oh my gosh. Well, squirm I will because God, there's some good ones.
The term Legero.
Oh, legit.
Legero. And usually it's like which is ironic, it's like dude, that's not how it works. But it's usually put in like a really like difficult passage and they put Legero on it and I'm like, it's a difficult passage. I can't do Legero, but like the idea is like you have to play like as if it's nothing, like you have it in your hand and like just notes and like I guess that's my favorite term. I'm like, okay, I have to show off now.
I like the term ad lib in the music, which means like you can take freedom in this passage, like a little bit soloistic. You can take time. I like that term because, like concerto or like sonatas that I'm playing right now, it's like I need to listen piano as well, like get into the rhythm and the tempo. But when I see that section, I'll be okay, so I can do whatever I want. So I think I like that term.
Musical term.
Musical term.
Oh, I feel like I would have a silly one.
2D. 2D? Yeah, that's a fun one.
That is a good one.
No, there's better ones though.
Oh, what's that word for like it's like the timbral trills, but like the one that starts with a B?
Oh, Bisbee? Bisbigliano? Well, I just shorten it to Bisbee. Every time I see it, I'm just like,
But is it Bisbee?
Bigliondo or something.
Bigliondo, yeah. It's like you have. I would. No. Stuff like that. Like it's like not a trill, but it's kind of a trill. Yeah.
I'll go campanella. Now, should I explain what that is? It's when you let the notes kind of overlap with each other. So, even though I'm playing more notes, they're kind of over each other. That was a horrible example, but that is what it is.
I like another guitar term. I like the term apoyando. It's a good one. So that's like your rest stroke. There are two different kinds of way you can articulate the string. Well, many different ways, but I guess with the fingers exactly, there's kind of two camps. There's free strokes and there's rest strokes. So the real quickest lecture ever. Free strokes are where when you touch the string or pluck the string, the fingers are kind of, I guess, more floating freely above the strings and kind of coming towards the palm of the hand. Whereas rest strokes, instead of the tips of the fingers coming in and following through toward the palm of the hand, when they pluck the string, the tip of the finger is actually resting into the next string, adjacent to it. So it's usually a little more difficult to do rest strokes in quick succession, or apoyando in quick succession, unless you practice it a lot, but it usually has a more full, louder sound, as opposed to the free stroke. Right, yeah. Yeah, so I say that one's good.
Oh, what was the term for the
Oh!
It's like, it was kek. I love kek. Every time I'll be kek.
Wait, what did it mean? What?
It just means like, what does it mean?
Well, it's like supposed to be like
It's to make the sounds of retching.
I don't think that's what it is. That's not what it means, and that's not in Mahler.
Mahler definition.
Bold or confident?
Yeah. But every time I would read kek, I'm like, kek. Kek.
Last but not least, what is your message to the people watching this video?
I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and we will do, I guess that's a pretty general statement, but also a very true statement. We would do our best to give you a classical perspective on K-pop, and hopefully provide more interesting insight or like different insight compared to other seasons.
Oh, one up the other seasons.
No, it's like, it's a different kind of looking at it.
Don't be afraid to create music.
That's a good one. Mine would probably be what I always tell people, never stop learning, improving, and trying new things. Even when you think you've known, improved, and learned it all.
I hope you like the joy of our flute playing.
We have fun blowing into a metal stick for a job.
Yes, we love do bird imitations.
Yes,
that's all we do.
You love do bird imitations?
Doing bird imitations.
We love do bird.
We love do bird. Tweet.
That's our job. We're professional birds, basically.
Yeah, Ken does beach, we do bird.
We do bird.
Wait.
I would like to say thank you for all your attention into this YouTube channel with like connection between the classical music and K-pop. Please look forward to our reactions and our new members who just joined the crew. I hope somehow this video or our reaction videos you watch sometime in the day, and then it brings you joy or some kind of a comfort, happiness during the day, watching our reaction. I hope that happens, and have a good day today.